Hi parents and families and students. I hope you're getting through phase 2, day 1 very well. I am going to actually go through the whole process of where to go and go through everything that you'll need to get to do your online learning, your distance learning from home. So I'm going to show you everything from where to find the PowerPoint that has your home learning guide, kind of your guideline of what you're supposed to be doing, kind of a track or a pace to follow. And then I'm also going to actually log in as a student and show you which apps or icons you're going to be using online to get you through distance learning. So here we go. I'm going to be going back and forth from sharing my computer screen and then just kind of pausing and then looking back and sharing some things with you or things that I think of along the way. So the first place that we're going to go is to leonschools.net, to the chairs website. So it's actually leonschools.net/chairs. Then there is a video that pops up of our school, and across the top there's home, our school, parents, faculty and staff, resources, and teacher websites. So you're looking for the teacher websites tab, and you're going to scroll down to 3rd grade. After you click on 3rd grade, there will be a list of options on the side. There are each teacher for 3rd grade, Ms. Horn, Ms. Toner, Ms. Turner, and myself, but you're going to skip all of those and go all the way down to 3rd grade distance learning guide or distance learning 2020. I tell everyone when you get to the penguins, you've made it there. So we made it to the penguins. On the right-hand side, it has our Welcome to 3rd Grade home learning packet. It's a PowerPoint with all the pacing and special area schedule all in one place. So if you click on that, here is our PowerPoint. Okay. So for this week, for example, for the week of April 13th through the 17th, 2020, on the left-hand side, it has the subject area in reading. It has reading, math, social studies, and science, and special area. So before we get to reading, math, and social studies and science, I want to talk about special area first because it's a little bit different. Everything for reading, math, social studies, and science is going to be accessed through ClassLink. So they won't have to go anywhere else, just ClassLink. That's where all of the assignments and grades will come from. Special area has created their own checklist, which is also attached to this PowerPoint. It's just after May 8th. It's, to the weekly assignments of up through May 8th. So I'm just going to scroll down there, briefly show you what the special area has, and then we'll come back to reading, math, and science and social studies. So here, there's next week and the following week, and so on. And then we get to 3 to 5 PE distance learning activities. So just to let you know, you don't have to do PE and music and, reading, music, art, and PE all in the same day. You can do one PE activity today, you could do one music activity tomorrow. If you find that you have extra time, that's completely up to you. It's whatever works for you. So I would suggest if you have a printer that the best way to do this would be to just go ahead and print it out because it's enough activities to last you through the end of the 9 weeks if needed. So some examples are jump rope for 10 minutes. If you don't have a jump rope, you can do invisible jump ropes. Dance to 3 of your favorite songs, and you would just put a little check by them. If you don't have a printer, another thing that you could do would be to screenshot it or take a photo of it If that doesn't work for you, you could also just write down, Monday, PE, dance to songs. That's another way to get it logged as to what you're doing. Here is the Media Center, media distance learning activities. Mrs. Hall has the most important thing up there. It says required. Watch the video Internet Safety on Brain Pop Jr. and complete the quiz to show your net smarts. And we have to take that because we're all learning from home. We're all using the internet, and it's super important. She has so many other things on there, but that's the most important, and that's why the asterisk is by it. Next, we have art. There are Brain Pop videos. Create a collage using items found in your house. Make sure you check with your parents, of course, to make sure it's okay. Mrs. Munn has created a comic. Some of these activities are really, really fun. Miss Brazell has a lot of Brain Pop videos for you to brush up on your music skills. And one of my students was like, oh, this would sound so cool to create your own instrument using items that you find around your house. So I think that one would be a lot of fun as well. Again, you don't have to do 2 music today and 2 PE tomorrow. It's whatever works within your schedule. So I would suggest just doing 1 special area activity per day. Next, we have Miss Vote, distant learning activities. Miss Vote also works with the students weekly and gives social emotional activities, behavioral activities, things that go along with school that we incorporate in our classrooms as well. And they're on there also. Conflict resolution, being mindful, cyberbullying, all things that we, like as I mentioned, would talk about in school and during special area time and in our classroom. All right, so that's special area. I'm going to go back up to the week of April 13th through the 17th, and we'll kind of go from there. Then I'll actually log in as a student and show you what each assignment looks like. Okay, so reading, complete iReady assignment, distinguish points of view, and complete iReady assignment, determine word meanings using known words and prefixes. And it also suggests reading 20 minutes daily. I'll also go through some of the resources that are available for you to read, as I know we don't have access to physical libraries, but we do have a lot of access through digital libraries. So I've just taken the same learning packet, downloaded it, printed it. And that's kind of what I would do if I had the option to do so. So I'm right here on the first page, week of April 13th through the 17th, reading, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. Math is going into chapter 10, which is time, length, liquid volume, and mass. So chapter 10, day 1 would be Monday, and that's click on lesson 1 in Think Central, and so on. So each day you can progress up through day 5. If you choose that you can work on more than 1 lesson, you can work ahead. You could do chapter 10, lesson 1 and chapter 10, lesson 2 on AM and PM if that works out for you. I understand a lot of us are sharing computers, sharing internet goes down, we're having storms. So that might not work out. Your brother or sister or a cousin might need to use the computer, or you might be sharing computers with your parents that are working from home, like me and like my family. So this is all out there. That's why we have it weekly, and then we have it separated by day if that helps you. If you like seeing it by week, you just are working on those through the week. And social studies and science, it says class code is DEAR. We'll talk about that as I show you from the student's point of view. but the two main things this week in social studies and science are continents and oceans, and also parts of a plant. Okay, and again, special area, see attached checklist, make your own choice for what to do there. All right, I'm going to switch view to show you what it looks like to log in as a student. And the students are very familiar with logging in. There is only one little bit of difference. So they're going to use their 171 or their 180 number. That's their student number that they would normally use to log in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So when you look to log in, you'll log in as usual. And I'm going to show you the mistake that a lot of people might be making and show you where to go from there. So sign in, it says enter your user ID in the format and your @domain. So what it's saying is, yes, you typed in your student number, but when you're accessing ClassLink from home, you have to enter @edu.leonschools.net. Then put in your password, which is your lunch number, and you'll be able to sign in. And that's the only difference to signing in, is you have to add that @edu.leonschools.net. Okay, so now we're in ClassLink, and there are several icons or apps or websites, I guess, that are all in one place. So this is your one-stop shop. As a student, you won't need to go anywhere else for reading, math, science, or social studies than on your ClassLink. It's all here. So you don't need to go download anything. You don't need to print anything. It's all going to be able to be accessed through ClassLink and turned in for grade. So we'll just start with iReady reading. So all of the reading assignments will be on iReady. Students are used to going on to iReady. There's only one minor difference. So I clicked on iReady. It's the one with the cube. And you get to choose reading or math. In this case, I am talking reading. On the right-hand side is My Path. That's the student's individual level that they have been working on since the beginning of the year. So if they're working on main idea and key details, that will be their individual path. If they're working on digraphs, or if they're going back to work on other things, that's My Path. Those are not graded assignments. The graded assignments are going to be on the left-hand side that are teacher assigned. So this week, as I mentioned, it's points of view and using prefixes. So those are the two lessons for the week. You would click on, like for example, this one, the comprehension lesson is point of view. Click on it, and you can work on a little bit each day, or if it works better for you to get that lesson done in a couple of days, you can also do that. When your student finishes, it will automatically be checked, and we can check on our side. So you don't have to do the My Path, just the teacher assigned. Now later on, once you start getting through these lessons, if you see, oh, well, my kids don't need the computers as much as I thought they would, and you choose to put them on My Path, that's your choice. But for grading purposes, what we're looking for is the teacher assigned on the left-hand column. Okay. So that is reading. I'm going back to my ClassLink, and I'm going to talk about math. Math will be on the Think Central icon. Think Central is our Go Math, and it's all digital. So I think this one is really user-friendly. It pops up, and then it says things to do. right here it says access all assignments, their due dates, and status. So I'm going to click on things to do. Looking back at my home learning guide or pacing schedule, whatever you want to refer to this as, it says day 1, chapter 10, lesson 1, click on your to-do list in Think Central. So that's just what I did. And right here it says 10.1 time to the minute. So tomorrow's lesson is 10.2 a.m. and p.m. As I mentioned, if it doesn't take you long to complete and you want to move to 10.2, you can do that. If it takes you a little bit longer, that's okay also. And right here it says teacher and it says Horn, and that's because Miss Horn took this and assigned it for all of 3rd grade. We kind of divvied things up and separated jobs to help each other. And so she went in, excuse me, and created these math assignments for all of us. But it's still coming to me. If you're Miss Turner or Miss Toner's students, it's still going to them, but it does say teacher Horn. That's okay. So I'll just show you kind of real quick what that looks like. Time to the minute. You click on it on the right, it says not started. I'm just going to click on it to start it. Show you what it looks like. And it's kind of teacher directed, but through a digital platform. So how can you tell time to the nearest minute? And also these different things read to you. Okay, and the right-hand side is you keep going. And I'm going to stop because this isn't a student that I'm logging into, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Now back on my things to do, it says in progress because I started it, but it doesn't say finished or submitted because I haven't finished the lesson. Okay, so I'm ready for reading, Think Central for math, and next we'll go to science and social studies. All of science and social studies will be using BrainPop. Some of the kids call it Moby. It's the same thing. Moby is the robot. He's right here. And you see there, it doesn't say BrainPop Junior. It says BrainPop Chairs. So you're going to click on BrainPop. And this piece of information is really important for you. It says, even on your home learning guide, it says class code is DEAR3440. So I logged in, and when it says, this should pop up the first time that you log in. Do you already have your own username for BrainPop? Yes, I have one, or no, make a new account. You're going to click no, make a new account. Now we enter that DEAR password. It's DEAR3440. Click submit. And then up at the top right, it will have synced your 171 or 180 number to your account. Okay, so after you've done that one time, you don't ever have to do that again. So the next time I log in, I'll just show you what that looks like now. It's already linked in, and I can check at the top right, it says 171 and that student's number. So from here, all the assignments are in the dashboard. And they are listed in reverse order, okay? So they all say, let's see, what they all say. Like this one says engineering and design process assignment. That's later, so you'll have to scroll all the way to the bottom. And that says due April 17th and April 17th. The continents and oceans and the parts of the plant assignment. If I look back at my learning guide or my home learning plan, schedule, whatever you'd like to call it, Social studies and science says science, parts of a plant, social studies, continents and oceans. So it matches up there. There's continents and oceans. You'll click on it, watch the video. There are a couple of different things that to do that will last throughout the week. So you might want to watch the movie the first day and take the short quiz that day, or watch both movies the first day, one on the parts of the plant, one on continents and oceans, and then take the little quiz on Tuesday. It's up to you and what works out with your schedule, as we're all sharing things. And this is new, so you might get onto Brain Pop and you watch the video and you take the quiz, and you might say, well, I don't know what else there is to do. So at that point, that's where you can reach out to your teachers and we can help you from there. Okay, so the three main icons are iReady for reading, Think Central for math, and Brain Pop for science and social studies. And then there are those checklists for special area, and that's that. Okay, those are the main things we're going to focus on. Now I'm going to talk about some additional things, and keep that in mind that these are additional. Okay, so students are still able to work on their AR goal. And you'll say, well, how can they do that if they don't have access to books? So one way that they can do that is through Destiny Discover. Destiny Discover is what they're already used to when they go to special area to the media center to check out books. The only difference is they're going to go on to Destiny Discover and they're going to click out, check out eBooks rather than actual hard books. Okay, so these are all books that Mrs. Hall has added to the library, but we are going to go to eBooks. Maybe over here. Reading programs. That's how to check where we are. I was messing around with Destiny the other day and did find where the ebooks are. It just might take me a second. Collections. Okay, so under collections, there are learning from home, distance learning resources. Not exactly what I was looking for. Let's see. Okay, so after looking for a couple minutes, it took me just another second to find what I was looking for. So I'm going to go and share with you where I found the ebooks. Right, so I went to search. I'll go back and show again. It's under Destiny Discover. And then you click search. And say you're looking for a specific book by title or author, you would just go down and scroll down to that. And the format is where you can change, you know, a book would be in our library, but you're looking for ebook. I'm not looking for a specific one, so I'm just clicking ebook just to see what there is out there available. And I see that there are all kinds of things. So if you want to work on your AR goal and you don't have access to books, or you want to look at some new books, they are on here. that's one option. Another option is to download the EPIC app. That's EPIC, and the code for 3rd grade is MMY0555. So that's the one that I had created. Mrs. Hall also sent one for you. Either one doesn't matter. I made one for 3rd grade. She made one for the whole school. They're the same. We kind of just both did the same thing at the same time. All right, so back to ClassLink. If you are reading and you're ready to take AR tests, you have to make sure that you have started your diagnostic. So you would go to Renaissance icon, just like you would any other time that you would take your STAR test. So click on that. And on the left-hand side, it says STAR reading. That's where you would take your STAR test, and it sets your current reading level, and we can calculate how many points you would need to make your AR goal for the 4th 9 weeks. Okay, so you'll only have to do that one time, just like you do for every 9 weeks. And then afterwards, you can go to Accelerated Reader and take your AR tests. Okay. Just like normal. If you have books at home and you don't know if they're AR testable, you can look through AR and type it in. You can also look through AR Finder. Now let's see, a couple of other apps that I wanted to talk about. You can do iReady, reading, and math and go on your path if you have extra time. We don't want you in front of the computer for 7 hours a day, 5 days a week. It's just not going to work out like that. We understand that you have siblings and parents working from home, and this is all new for us, and we're just trying to work through it the best we possibly can. Some of your students might be working with teams or meeting with teams or getting assignments from teams. 3rd grade, for the most part, is not going to be using that platform. We have made everything on here to be accessed a little bit more easily. Prodigy is a fun learning game that's math. Students love Prodigy to kind of brush up on skills. And Cool Math, those are not learning games, those are just fun games. So if they need a brain break, if they're like, I finished my things to do in my math today, and they want a fun break, and it's raining outside, or you don't have board games or something, that would be a fun place to go for that. And Focus, most of you should know that's where you would check your grades. Remind, most families use Remind through their cell phones, but they can also access Remind through there. Let me see. Office 365. Your students have access to making PowerPoints or using the Word documents, things like that. And I think that's about it that I wanted to cover. And Go Noodle is another place. If it's raining outside and kids need a wiggle break, Go Noodle is right here. That's a lot of fun. So 3, maybe 4 main places. Your distance learning plan, again, is at leonschools.net/chairs. There's that guy. And then top 3, maybe 4. Reading is iReady. Make sure to do the teacher assigned. Where are you? iReady. It's the cube. iReady teacher assigned lessons. The Think Central. Those are your math lessons. You're going to go to things to do. And your Brain Pop assignments are your science and social studies. And we'd love to have you work on those AR goals and keep reading. Keep brushing up on those skills. If any other additional things, they always parents always ask, well, what else can we do? Or what else are our students going to need? Keep practicing your multiplication and division and get those facts super quick. And multiplication, and addition, subtraction. So the 4 operations, just keep practicing those. And if you have any questions, reach out to your teachers. We all have our office hours are available on the website. And any other questions, please let us know. Hope this helps. If I see a lot of other questions or see the need to make another video, I may, but I know that a couple of the times that I've had tutorials, the parents have found them to be super helpful, and I just was looking for a way to share that with you guys. So take care, enjoy your distance learning, and we hope to see you soon.